Okay, so we are back at it with Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. We are going into episode number 6. It is The Road to Hope.
Yeah, and so if you want all of our reactions for the series, we got playlists for you in the description of this video. We also got a link to Patreon. You can get early ad-free access that way and see our full reactions as well.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay. Now that I know they're two different people, it's so easy to see that they were clearly always two different people.
Yep, I had that same thought.
Hey.
What you doing?
The folks at the Eastern Command Center were a little too busy to make it down here today, so I came to see you off instead.
Great, but would you mind telling me what the Major's doing here?
For protection. What would happen if Scar came after you again? You're in no shape for a fight now, Ed.
Yeah, one arm.
Just try to grin and bear it. Children could be so stubborn.
Hey, shut up! I'm no child! Are you sure Al made it on board?
Of course.
Oh, he's with the cargo.
Okay, you boys have a safe trip. Stop in and give me a shout the next time you make it to Central.
Dr. Marco! Dr. Marco, that is you, isn't it? It's me, Alex Louis Armstrong from Central.
He's not happy to see you.
Friend of yours?
He's from Central, a talented state alchemist. He was researching into possible medical applications of alchemy. But after the Ishvalan Civil War, he went missing, just disappeared.
Let's go, Major. Guy like this.
Didn't agree with the Civil War.
Yeah, but he disappeared and now he's just suddenly turned back up.
But do you know who this person is, by any chance?
Oh, Major, you can really draw.
Yeah.
The art of portraiture has been passed down through the Armstrong family for...
Of course it has.
Dr. Morrow to me.
Morrow?
All of our town's doctors were drafted.
Like the island of Moreau?
He's really been a lifesaver.
He'll see any patient and he never gives up on anybody.
You see this big bright flash of light and then you're cured, just like that.
Alchemy.
This is it. Hello?
Okay!
Have you come to take me back? Calm down. I don't ever want to...
Look at he's just carrying Al on his shoulders.
Yeah.
I'll ask you one more time, please calm down!
Alphonse!
If the rumors I've heard can be believed, when you disappeared, you took top-secret materials with you. I couldn't handle it anymore. Order or no order, to have to dirty my hands researching that thing was too much.
What thing?
What thing is that?
I could spend my whole life trying and still never atone for the things I've done. But I had to do something.
It's like he created the atom bomb or something.
What exactly was it you were ordered to do research on? What thing? The Philosopher's Stone.
Ooh.
Secret materials I took were my research documents. And the stone itself.
You mean you still have it? It's here?
No, he buried it. Oh! Or not.
He liquefied it.
It's a liquid.
It's Jello.
The Grand Elixir, the Celestial Stone, the Red Tincture, the Fifth Element. This is an incomplete product, however. There's no way to know when it will reach its limit and become unusable.
Imitation stones this powerful can be produced. Please, Dr. Marco, I need access to your research materials.
Who exactly is this boy?
The Fullmetal Alchemist.
There were many state alchemists who turned in their certifications because they refused to serve as human weapons anymore.
Yeah, I can see why.
I know what I'm doing, but I don't have any choice. If this is a mistake, then it's a mistake I have to make. There is no other way.
Music is intense.
Yeah.
So you've committed the taboo. Amazing. The ability to transmute a specific person's soul like this. Maybe one as talented as you would be able to produce a complete Philosopher's Stone.
So,
But I can't show you my research.
why not?
He doesn't mind to be responsible.
This is the devil's research. If you chase the stone, you will go through hell.
I've already been through hell.
Been through hell.
Please just leave.
Oh, he's going back and he's stealing those notes.
Are you sure about this, Ed? Even an incomplete Philosopher's Stone could be useful. You could have taken it from the doctor by force.
We don't want it so badly that we'd be willing to deprive this town of their only doctor to get it.
We gained plenty just by finding out that the Philosopher's Stone can be made. Now we'll just have to look for some other way to do it. How do you feel about not reporting back to Central on Dr. Marco's location?
I met a simple small-town doctor today. I can't see any real reason to report that.
Good man.
Wait, Dr. Marco?
This is where my materials are. If you're certain you won't regret learning the truth in the end, start looking here. Maybe you'll find the truth hidden within the truth, but I've said too much already.
I mean, nothing's certain. You can't know the future to see if he'll regret going down this path. I mean, but going down a path he shouldn't to try to restore something that is forbidden is what led him to this point to begin with, which he regrets, so.
True.
Finally, another clue about the stone.
Oh no, why do I feel like Scar's there?
I've been looking for you.
Ooh, even better. Yes.
Winry? Winry! Our best customers here.
Yo, Granny!
We're home.
Oh dear, what have you done now?
A lot has happened. Can you fix us up?
I know I haven't seen you for a while, Ed, but you've gone and grown smaller.
Yes.
Supposed to say how big you've grown lately, Ed.
But why would I say something so clearly untrue?
I'm still taller than you mini hag!
I love her dynamic.
Yeah, sorry, it's a little smashed up.
Ed, do you see what you've done to my beautiful creation? I slaved over this!
It's basically the same, it's just in smaller pieces.
You a little smashed up too, Al?
A lot.
What kind of trouble have you two been getting yourselves into?
Al didn't deserve that.
In order to get this information you need, you want to go to Central as soon as possible. Am I right?
This is kind of a rush order.
Interesting just to focus on the dog eating.
Your leg needs adjusting too.
Guess your growth's not completely stunted after all.
Shut up!
Leg aside, the shape the arms in, we'll have to build it from scratch.
Is there any chance you can have it done in a week?
Give us some credit, Ed.
Have it done in 2 days.
3 days.
Ooh, okay.
Close, but
Between machining, assembly, connecting, and finishing, that's 3 all-nighters.
I'm sorry for all the trouble.
Well, you want to get to Central as soon as possible, right? Then I'll work my butt off.
Aw.
I believe you're going to pay a fortune in rush order fees.
Of course.
oh, so like all he does is spend time in the gym, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
The wood you requested.
Oh, thank you.
Look at
I
me
haven't seen
shirtless.
Edward anywhere around the house in a while.
He said he was going off to visit his mother's grave. Major, what kind of lives are the boys leading these days?
A tough one.
Ed and Al are well known for their alchemy, even in a high-profile place like Central. Sometimes that gets them into trouble. They seem to have a knack for finding it. I'm curious, Madam Rockbell. You speak of the Elrics as though they were your grandsons.
Of course, I've been watching over them since they were born. I'm a friend of the family, you see. The boy's father is an old drinking pal of mine. One day, he up and left the village, abandoning his wife and sons. I don't even know whether he's alive now or not.
He's definitely alive. We're going to meet him later on.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, Madam.
Covering up his face.
They both died in the Civil War. My son and his wife were surgeons. They went to the battlefield to do what they could.
It was terrible. The war.
Yes, it was indeed. Oh, looks like it's about time for me to get supper started. You look like you could eat a lot, but don't worry, there's plenty.
He's got to feed those muscles.
Food always tastes better with guests anyway. We also have an empty patient's cot and some spare bedding if you'd like. The boys don't have anywhere else to stay but here. Adding
chick.
one more guest won't be any inconvenience to us.
What about the house they grew up in?
The brothers don't have any home to return to. The day they left, after Ed had gotten his state certification, they burned down their own house. My guess is they did it because with no house to come home to, there could be no turning back.
And just the memory of what happened in that house.
Yeah.
We should head back. I'm back.
What an yielding love to try and bring your mother back to life. What a tremendous sacrifice to give up your arm in order to transmute your brother's disembodied soul. What determination to burn down your own house. Allow me to hope for you.
Don't rub your chest on me!
Don't rub your chest on me. Just pulling an all-nighter like she said.
Look at you working hard so early in the morning.
Been up all night.
You're still at it, busy as a bee. At this rate, you must be almost done.
One more all-nighter.
I think if I pulled 3 back-to-back all-nighters, I'd be dead by the 4th
Right?
day.
Get out!
Can't rush greatness. Yeah. Doug. Want some belly rubs.
It's just when I think of a clue to the stone sitting in Central Library somewhere, I get so impatient.
Here you go.
She's always so cheerful. Well, most of the time it's very cheerful.
I would not be that cheerful after 3 all-nighters.
That's the worst part every time, when the nerves have to connect like that. Once we have the Philosopher's Stone, I can kiss that pain goodbye.
Our biggest source of income. I'll be sad to see you go.
Hold still. Do you want me to do this right or not? It's just so lovely. The smell of oil, the hum of the ball bearings, the rugged yet amazingly beautiful form created through anatomical engineering.
Crazy gearhead.
You're lost without me, alchemy freak.
Well,
Yeah, it feels good.
Good as new.
I increased the percentage of chrome this time, so it should be less prone to rusting. The trade-off is that it's not quite as strong, so don't try anything crazy. Hey, listen up!
Al, it's your turn.
You can fix him right here.
Yep, you have to know the trick to it, though. Major, you see that seal on the inside of his back? It's the medium between Al's soul and the armor. So I have to be sure not to ruin it. There you go. You're good as new. You ready to try it out?
Yeah.
it'll be quiet around here without those boys.
Well, brother?
It's time to head to Central and find Dr. Marco's documents. We leave first thing tomorrow morning.
Sleeping with his tummy out again. What am I gonna do with him?
It's like you're the older one, huh, Al?
He can be a handful. Someone has to look after him.
How old are the two of you boys now?
I'm 14, and brother's 15.
Damn. Only a year difference?
Granny, Winry, I'm so grateful to you for always welcoming us like we're really family. He won't ever say it, but I know brother feels the same way.
Don't you worry, dear. We know he feels that way too. He doesn't have to say it.
Granny, Winry,
Oh.
He's just a big softie.
Thank you again for...
hey, where's Winry?
Resting. She stayed up 3 nights in a row. Want me to wake her?
That's okay. She'd just nag me. Make sure to do your maintenance or whatever.
She's gonna piss you and say goodbye.
Hold on a second, boys. You should come back once in a while and have dinner with us.
You want us to come all this way into the mountains just for some dinner?
Edward,
Should say hi.
Alphonse, come back soon, Kay?
Definitely more than dinner. She woke up after 3 days of not sleep just to say goodbye to you. I mean, come on, dude. Take a hint.
I just about slept through the entire day. Whenever Ed comes over, it's like a tornado hit this place. Huh?
One bolt that you didn't put on.
Whoopsie.
Oh, no!
Uh-oh.
That's what happens when you pull 3 all-nighters. You're gonna miss something.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I thought they were gonna like do like a quick little scene of like Ed's, I don't know, arm not.
Just like falling off.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I enjoyed it. It was more of a feel-good episode, which I think we very much needed.
Yeah.
It was great to see them go back home. Obviously, we love the banter with the grandma.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was hilarious how she commented that he's gotten even smaller. And then our mechanic, whose name I'm blanking on, but how she basically said, you know, it's so funny that somebody so young and small can be made a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, again, poor guy. Like, even when he's asleep, people are still calling him small.
Yeah. I didn't realize that they were so close in age, Al and Ed. And I mean, so it makes sense that Al could sometimes seem like the older brother, you know, since it's not that big of a difference of the year, but like he just sounds so young, Al, like in that suit. He just sounds like he's, I don't know, 7 or something like that.
I wonder if that's because of the fact that he doesn't have a body anymore.
Yeah.
So like his body can't mature, therefore his voice cannot mature because your voice changes with the physical body. So I wonder if he'll always essentially sound like he's that young until he gets an actual body to then have a mature voice.
That's a good point. So why do you think the scientist, Dr. Marco, changed his mind and decided to give Ed the Philosopher's Stone instructions or whatever?
Obviously, they focused on the memory of Ed saying that he's already been through hell.
Yeah. And
my guess is because he's already suffered, the doctor believes that he's not going to use it to inflict suffering on others. So
like
a trust was built that, okay, I might not know him, but I know that he's hurt, and I believe that he will spare others from that same pain. Kind of contradictory to the like hurt people idea.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are one of those people who's been hurt and then can break that cycle and not inflict it on others, that is a great thing. It makes you a great person.
I think that was good. Yeah, I agree with that. That was good.
Thanks.
I don't have anything to add. Now, next question is, what do you think we'll just call her Lust for, since you don't know her name right now, or can't remember her name. What do you think Lust has in store for him?
Oh, she's going to kill him.
What do you think she's going to kill him?
Yeah, I mean, there might be some torture that precedes the killing, but yeah, I don't think she's there just to have a chat.
She's not there. I think she is there to have a chat. I mean, she's there to get him to do exactly what she wants to do, but I think it's more, she doesn't seem to, she's a user. And she seems to use humans and other things for her benefit, as opposed to like just, I don't know, destroying. So I feel like she came there for some of the knowledge she had. I don't know if it was specifically for the Philosopher's Stone that he has, and she wants to get a hold of that. So if that is what she wants, maybe she does want to just kill him. But like he's, I don't know, since he is in alchemy and like he is like a scientist and like into healing, and they kind of like want this whole cult thing going on. Like they could have him be like a miracle worker and, you know, have this other like religious thing going on that gives them more power. Like maybe they get power off of humankind's hatred and the humans' belief in a higher power or something. I'm trying to think, like, just because that, even though if the guy was real, the first priest or whatever was real, it seems like they were using him, and like part of the plan was to create this like sort of cult following. I'm trying to figure out why.
I agree with you. I think she's a user for sure, but I also think that's why she has gluttony. It's because like she doesn't need to kill people; she can essentially feed them to her pet.
Yeah.
I'm sure at some point we're going to see her powers, and I'm sure they're going to be big and awesome, and that she very easily could have been doling out damage to people this whole time, but I feel like she doesn't. They're beneath her. That's why she has gluttony. Like, I feel when she pulls out a move, it's going to be for a worthy adversary.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. So do you think it was that they burned down the house so they had nowhere to turn back to? Or was it also just like burning away the memory?
I mean, I think it's kind of all of that, right?
Yeah.
So definitely more than a one single thing. I think of it as cleansing in a sense. Something terrible happened there, and you kind of want to burn it away and like have it cleansed in that sense. Closing the book on a chapter of your life, one you don't want to return to. Absolutely. And I think a piece of it is, you know, whether they knowingly did this or not, there is something about removing your safety net and your comfort to ensure that when you go out into the world, it is sink or swim. Like, you have to survive. And seeing as how they didn't have any family left, it does feel like that may have been them pushing themselves out of the nest.
Yeah. And I think that's, you know, smart. I mean, a lot of people talk about self-control and just like the willpower and like, you know, having to have the strength of all that. And I think it's smart to know what your strengths are, what your limits are, what your weaknesses are. And you are someone that's like kind of like, I don't know, seeking comfort, and you like to try to like eliminate the kind of like what you said, like safety net, but what's the word I'm looking for? The temptation. So whether that is eliminating your safety net so that you don't like come back because you think that, oh, and they're kids, they're taking the safety of their home and going back there, and just like the comfort of that. But also for people that like, I don't know, are trying to break a bad habit or something like that, try to like remove the temptation to like get back into that bad habit. Is probably smarter than like, you know, just being like, oh no, I'm just gonna will myself to not have that bad habit anymore.
I think it's also a thing of like recognizing things are tough. Like, obviously we all want to feel safe and comfortable and all that, and that's not a bad thing, but inherently some things in life are just tough.
Yeah.
Like, working out is tough. Being physically out of shape is also tough. You kind of got to pick your tough. So going out into the world to orphans tough. Staying in the house that they grew up in with the memory of their mom and this terrible thing that happened is also tough. And the latter is a tough that they might never actually get away from unless they force themselves to get away from it. So picking the tough of going out into the world, they definitely made the better choice, I would think.
So let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And thanks so much for watching our reaction for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.